So what's going on? Today I got a buddy's drive shaft from his Kubota PTO. I'm not sure of the model number. I'll try to put it in the description. They were doing some yearly maintenance on it and pulled the PTO shaft apart to grease the splines and tried to reassemble it, and it got to a point to where it wouldn't go in any further, and now it won't come out, and I'm going to try to keep them from having to replace the drive shaft. One thing that I've noticed is the universal joints are out of phase. As you can see, this one is pointed off in this direction while this one on this side is pointed directly towards us. I don't know if maybe the splines or a one-way fit. Maybe one spline is slightly off from the other ones, and so it started and that's caused it to seize. Or there may be a burr or something that ended up whenever they had it apart on one of the splines that's keeping it from moving now when it's seized. So I'm going to try to get this apart. I'm going to pull. Luckily this is not a blind hole, so I'm going to pull this universal joint off and press the shaft back out and see if we can see what's wrong with the splines. So far everything's pretty straightforward. I just had to remove the universal joint, just take the caps out just like any other universal joint, and then once I got that off, I was able to get to the hole, and it's just knocking the shaft out from this side. And then we can inspect the splines and see what's causing it to seize up. So yeah, as I expected, it is a one-way alignment. As you can see, there's one section of splines that is a double spline, and on the other side of the shaft there's a welded joint to keep you from misaligning it, but it looks like that it was misaligned and then forced in. And if you look, see if I can get it to focus, on this side was where that the weld that the tack that they put in to keep you from misaligning it was installed on this shaft, or on this high spline, and so it just boogered the splines up. So I'm gonna get those cleaned up and get them to slide in and out again, and then that way when it's back together the universal joints will be phased correctly and shouldn't cause any problems down the road. So a neat little trick that I forget who taught me, somebody taught me. Whenever you have splines that you can't get all the burrs off the edges or everything, take a little bit of valve grinding compound, smear on them, and then once you get it where you can work it back and forth, just keep working it in and out until it gets to where it'll slide smooth, and you can clean it off and grease it up. Yeah, I'll have to apologize for the quality of the video, but as you can see, everything's good to go. It slides freely in and out. It's ready to be installed.